town, and the taxi's driving up, and I'm like, so I lean in, I'm like, hey, Maho. I see the sign on his deal, and I'm like, Maho, and he's like, yeah. I said, how much? He goes, 2, and I'm like, per person? He's like, yeah, $2 per person. Yeah. $2 per person.
Just
so
2 streets over. So
yeah, so it worked out pretty good. That's our view for post-lunch, and this is post-lunch, as I'm calling it. And I did get soda, although they were out of most selections. I did get cherry Coke, so I'll take that. That's a win. So, all right, post-lunch. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're in the Caribbean. Yes, that's St. Maarten. I have never been, none of us have ever been to St. Maarten. So today, we're gonna take you off ship. We are on Wonder of the Seas, continuing our little journey here. We're going to take you off and into town and see what we can do. We don't have any official excursion plans, so we're going to kind of wing it and see what we do on our own. Water taxis in store, and we're going to try to get to Maho and see the airplane. So St. Maarten, here we come. And something else that I found that I had no idea, and I don't think I've ever seen before. So this is the playscape, right? So we're on the starboard side of the ship, walking forward. So we're at the aft here. But I was interested to find there's a back entrance into Windjammer here. So yeah, here's the Windjammer. Here's an entrance, and then you even have small washy station here, so you can wash your hands. And then it's kind of a back way in. You are in the back of Windjammer. But here's the cool thing about it. When you go in, right to the left. So if you're on like the float ride or whatever, Coca-Cola freestyle machines. So easy to get to those there. So anyway, back entrance to Windjammer. We're gonna continue on with the day in St. Maarten. Here we are walking off the ship. St. Maarten, first time ever. Everybody on the pier here, busy pier. I learned my lesson yesterday. Don't shoot anywhere near security. They'll make you delete your footage, which they did. It's busy. Again, it looks like excursions are lining up here and all. They got off, they gave us a little port shopping guide kind of thing here, port experiences, that kind of thing. So we'll have to look at that. But yeah, we're gonna wing it. Our goal here, getting off the ship, just wing it. We're gonna go over to town, take a water taxi, and then hopefully find Maho later. So we'll get going here. Just for frame of reference, we are off and on the pier at 9:05 a.m. We're supposed to be gangways down 8:30, and we actually it went down like an hour early today. We got in early, so but I guess excursions would still go off at the same time as scheduled and all. So it's busy, but it's not overly crowded or anything. The wind is nice. It's not in the sun yet. The sun's coming up. When we get up to the sun here, I'll let you know how it is. But the breeze is nice, and there's a little shade from the ship here, so that's a nice touch this morning. Gosh, she's pretty, isn't she? I'm talking about Amy. I'm talking about you.
Me?
I said she's pretty.
Aww.
It's the ship. And Amy, but it's not a long walk at all off the ship down here. I always thought, having seen this in videos before, that it seemed like such a long walk. It wasn't long at all. Right around the bend and you're good to go. Remember what I said about shade earlier? No shade over when you get into the port area. Not bad, you can feel it. The sun's hot. It's summertime when we're here, so of course it's gonna be hot. Not complaining, just pointing it out. All right, so cruise ship, you walk up here, taxis, land transportation there, water taxi, and it's pretty easy, you can't miss the water taxi booths. Water taxi is to the left, so we're doing the water taxi, why not, you know? And there is the all-important banner, so the booths are down there, and then you walk forward and the little banner says water taxis this way. So you get down this little alleyway here, this unassuming alleyway, takes you down to the dock. Now this is a little bit of a hike down to the dock, is my understanding. interesting thing there. That's another water taxi office. I think it's the same thing. Maybe you could have bought tickets there. But we saw a cat and it was like, oh, nice cat. And the rooster's hanging out. And it's like, the cat doesn't go after the rooster. And my cats would go nuts. All right, water taxi pier down here. Nice thing right back there. Little bathroom right here at the pier. So if you need to use the restroom before you get on the ship, it's a boat, you can very easily. It's nice to know. The other thing too, it looks like you can buy tickets the entire walk to this little pier. There's selling tickets down here as well. So yeah, here we go, getting on. Drop you off. This is right when you get off the water taxi. Just hop right off and you're right here. And there's a little shopping area right here, which is really kind of cute. Also an important sign to know too, for later. All right, so this is, I'm assuming this is called Bobby's Marina, because I've seen a couple signs for that, but this is us walking out of the ferry terminal, and then town and the beaches literally are right here. So we're gonna walk down along the beach. Literally just walk right down out of the gate, and this is what you got here. It's just pretty. It's pretty nice. There's some picnic tables in here. There's actually like a little beach here. I don't know if that's a public beach or not.
Hands up high. Put one hand up. Like this. Yeah. Love it, kiddo.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Guess not all things are great in St. Martin. I noticed this sunken boat here. She's not doing too well. I feel like we're the first ones off the ship or something here. I mean, look at this. It's gorgeous. It's empty. A lot of people asking for beds. If we went in with one of our guys, we got a heck of a deal offered to us right here. I would have taken it, but we don't know what our deal is yet, so things just opening up. I want to say I've heard about this place. It's not open right now. This is one of the crew bars, perhaps. Pretty interesting. I like the tables, a surfboard. Yeah, closed. But things are just kind of opening up, which is kind of nice. It's great to stroll around. There's an awesome breeze going right here. Indigenous warrior, Lewis. I had to put the hat on, it was a little hot. So we walked all the way down the length of the main part of the town, or the boardwalk is what it is. Found this little fountain area. I don't know if you can hear me over the fountains, but there are little restrooms back up here, little shops. It's kind of nice. And some taxi guys here as well. So at some point, our goal is to get a taxi and go to over to Maho, but everybody stopped us. We must look like tourists because we keep getting stopped. Like, hey, you need a taxi? You want a taxi? But the view here, gosh, the view is outstanding. We came into this little market. It's just to get a little cool air, and it's empty, which is nice. But really cute little place. They've got you know, fresh food and whatnot you could get here, and they have a ton of other stuff, produce, obviously, alcohol. I know I'm not at IKEA, and IKEA is Swedish, and this is the Dutch thing, but they have some interesting names of food. Here, some of the European stuff and all. So, yeah, we're just gonna get something cool to drink. So we've walked up just one block from the main drag there of the boardwalk into town, if you will. We gotta be careful I don't get run over here. Oh, there's the family. I was looking for my family. It's like, where are they? But this is kind of the busy part of town here. You can get cheap souvenirs, I believe, down over here. So we're gonna check it out. But yeah, just another part of the town that isn't on the boardwalk there. So now we're getting into, like, you know, I won't say the local stuff, but this is, you know, the local vendors, if you will. We should have gotten the European plate. So I paid $10 for a license plate earlier. They're $5 here. I knew they should. Come on, I tell myself all the time. Oh, almost got cut up. There's a line here. I almost ran into that. I love seeing the kids' interaction with kind of the locals and all. And they're like, hey, you want this, want that? And I mean, right? You got to speak up for yourself a little bit. So yeah, it's just everybody's being friendly. They're making a living, you know. I like your shop. Yeah, so we're just looking around, and I'm tempted to buy this. This is the French license plate. I think that looked good. It's really hot in the cab.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to.
Yeah, it is. Going through town, like, seeing a lot of cool stuff. Yeah. So this is the end of Princess Juliana's runway, the airport. So we are in town, right? And you know, we were getting hassled on the boardwalk, and it was, you know, as much as $10 per person to go to the airport. And then we had somebody as low as $7. But anyway, we're in town, and the taxi's driving up, and I'm like, so I lean in, I'm like, hey, Maho. I see a sign on his deal. And I'm like, Maho, and he's like, yeah. I said, how much? He goes, $2. And I'm like, per person? He's like, yeah, $2 per person. Yeah. $2 per person. Yeah,
just 2 streets over, so. Yeah,
so it worked out pretty good. I feel like we got the local flair. We're picking up people on the way and whatnot.
But it was a local taxi.
It was awesome, though. It really was. Cool. So we are gonna go over to the beach. And the beach, oh my gosh, it's crowded already. So it's over there, but we gotta cross the road. So let's go cross the road. Ready? Ready? Let's do it. Let's go. Crossing the road. Don't know how well you can see it. Runway. Cars coming behind us. Little bars along the way here, along the side. And of course, the beach. Crowd's already here. It is 11:30 on my watch. And that's about planes. You gotta check the schedule, at least right today and whatnot. Usually noon to 4. They said it gets pretty busy. So yeah. Pretty awesome. We're gonna see if we can get a spot here on the beach in front of the runway.
Getting on the bus earlier is not
good. Yeah, adder. Okay, that sun is hot and people are piling in. It's probably about 5 minutes later than when I last spoke. but no planes yet. But sun is hot, sand is hot. Tyler's going in the water. That's where I'm headed next. All right, that's the first one of the day. What do you guys think? Yeah?
That was cool.
It's a nice little warm up.
That's
nice
a good
warm up. Exactly.
Intimidating.
All right. Well, we're warming up with planes. I'm gonna cool down in the ocean. I got to. It's hot. So I just went in the water and it is outstanding. Refreshing. Great. I was talking to a couple of people. They said some bigger planes coming today between 110, 130. We'll stick around for that and see. So we got a big plane taking off here. This will be really interesting. The tide is really coming in. There's not a lot of room to work with. And people are scrambling to like hold their stuff here. So this will be, oh, I got a plane coming in too. Oh, this will be great here. Big guy taking off, little guy coming in. Here we go. Here we go, Ray.
Here we go.
Yes, stay tuned, big one taking off now. This will, could get interesting. Uh-oh, now I got a lady warning me, your stuff's gonna blow away, so I gotta move it. Notice it says danger blast area.
It's hot.
It's hot. Nothing like jet exhaust. Water got pretty empty. A lot of people for this show. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's warm now. Whoa. Yeah, that's an experience right there. Wow. Yes. You can see the crowd. A lot of people's hats are floating in the ocean. There's all of our stuff survive. Let's take a look here. My backpack's still here. Got a little sand on it. Wow. Holy smokes. He's way off in the distance. He's just making his turn there. Okay, let's do it. What did you guys think?
That was crazy. That hurt so much.
That was pretty crazy. The whipping sound, it was like you know, when you get like a tornado sound from the fence and all, the whipping of the air, and all of a sudden the sand just starts pelting you. So, okay, here we go. Okay, in the water this time, and coming up above, and yet another small one. We'll take it. So we'll get it from the mouths of the kids here. Worth the trip out here?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a drive. It was probably 25 minutes at least, I want to say. Now, granted, we took like a local taxi. We picked up a nurse, just local folks on the way out. But it was cheap and it worked. Got us here, right? So worth coming out and checking out. Not a lot of stuff in places to put your stuff. So just be prepared to put your stuff somewhere where if it gets wet and get blown away, you're okay. So, yep. All right, so far today, it's been prop plane. We get our first jet, and she's pretty big. That was pretty awesome. Crowd's cheering. That was pretty awesome. People loving it. So Reagan and I are walking to the beach bikini bar here, something up for Amy and I, and it's like traverse at your own risk because you can't really walk out. I guess you can, people are trying to, out on the street. It's a little navigating necessary. We're hopping in the street now. So the times are on the screen. We're at the little bar here. I don't know if you can hear me. The landing times are on there, so that is quite convenient. It's going to get very busy after 1 p.m. Coming up on it. We're going to see if we can get something here. So we did get a couple. We splurged, hit the local bar here. Tyler got a virgin pina colada. Prices weren't bad. It was $8 a drink, which I didn't have. The guy's like, yeah, he goes, you need to spend more. And I'm like, why? He goes, it's a $20 minimum. So, okay. So we're hanging out for one more plane. There's one more coming at 1:15 from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm kind of familiar with that place. That's where we call home. So, yep, a lot of people have cleared out because it does take a while to get back. So this could be the Charlotte planes way out there. I don't know yet. I think it's something big because it's got long approach coming in. So yeah, all good? Yeah. All right. How's that pina colada?
That's great.
It's great. That was Sunway, which I believe is out of Canada, right? So we see Toronto in there, so it's not Charlotte yet. We're gonna stick around till we see our Charlotte bird come in. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
On the local bus again, and yeah, all worked out. $2. Yeah, knocking it out. I love it. In traffic. So we made it back to Philipsburg, the downtown area. Apparently what we did this morning and all, it's not a taxi, it's considered the local bus. So we got on the bus and that's why it was $2 per person. So it worked really well.
Great.
Yeah, and we were out at Maho and the guys were like, hey, you know, $9 a person, whatever. And it's like, if we can save a few bucks, we gotta save a few bucks. I know people are trying to make a living, but I don't mind riding the bus. So all you gotta do is look for the little signs within it that says Maho, Philipsburg. You're good, you're good. Just look for I almost flagged down a bus to stop and talk. So you just look for those guys and can hop on. And they take cash, American dollars. Seems to work pretty well. It worked for us. So we just need to get our bearings straight and get to the cruise port here. I see water. I think that's where we're going. I believe this is by the courthouse where we were this morning. We're just on the back side here. So all good. I know it must look ridiculous with my hat on, but gotta say this hat has saved me today. The shade. Sun is hot. It is almost 2 o'clock, 10 to 2. So heading back to the ship. We're all aboard at 5:30. We still have time. Who knows, maybe we can. I feel like trying to negotiate with somebody about beach chairs. Like, hey, come on, you want to sell a beach chair? That chair's sitting empty. I don't know, it's not really my style, but I just kind of feel like doing it. Embarrassing Amy at the process. I don't know. Should I haggle about beach chairs? You want to haggle beach chairs? No. Come on. All right. We'll see where we are if we got this right here. There she is coming around the corner. We did it. We found it. We did it. Success. I like when we succeed. Isn't everybody? We're only shipped here today. I guess that's kind of nice. So we are getting on the water taxi at a different pier than we got off on this morning. This one's right in the middle of town. So we're walking by and it says back to the ship water taxi. I don't know if it's either or whatever, but oh, let's go. We're like pier runners, holding up the whole ship, waiting on you, Ma. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. Let's see where we sit. place, right? Yeah, I mean, there's people coming, there's people going. It's got it going on. Kids are still on the ferry, so they're getting off. I swapped out hats. I was afraid my floppy hat was gonna fly off on the ferry. It wasn't too windy, but yeah, that's what it is. I still want to go shopping at the port. What do you think? Port shopping? Silence. It is hot. There's no doubt about it. The pavement is baking you from the floor up, but it's all good. It's vacation. And you could stop and have a drink of a local beer. We're not going to do that, but you could. There's a few places on the way. So here we are, just about back at the ship. I have to say, here's my quick take. I really like St. Maarten. Philipsburg. I really liked it. We did not go to the French side, so I can't speak for that. But what we saw even in downtown was easy to get around. There are plenty of options of things to do. People were friendly. I mean, they were trying to make a buck, as you know, I can't fault them for doing that. But they didn't hassle you to the point of like badgering you. So we are back, we're home, we're gonna get lunch, we're hungry. Wasn't a bad day. It is, what time, if I could read my watch, 2:20. So that wasn't bad. We were off the ship at whatever time I said earlier today. So good day, good to be home. What I'm talking about, nice touch here. A little refreshment as you get on the ship. Looks like some cool water. Yeah. Just what the doctor ordered. It's hot. I'm at the water today. Good stuff. Refreshing. You guys working hard for us. All right, back aboard. Quick change for all of us. Here's what I like. It's 2:45, right? And it's 2:45. I feel like we did a full day. We can still grab food on board. It's not like, oh, we gotta wait around for dinner at all. I love it. I love the fact that you can grab food pretty much anytime you want. It's 4 flights, we could walk. We're gonna go down to Park Cafe. I think the whole clan is. And if that doesn't work, a local fresh is still open. So here we go. Join us. Let's pass it up. Central Park. Here we are. Going to Park Cafe. Central Park. Yeah. I've not eaten out here yet, so this will be great. Let's see what we get for lunch here. Oh, good, it's not crowded either. Sit outside, inside, it's still warm. It's cool inside. So in Park Cafe, freestyle machine. I never noticed it before, and I've used this cup all of once so far on this trip. We're 5 days in, and I've used this cup once. So I was like, I'm getting freestyle machine. So it's tucked around the corner, right here, up front. Freestyle machine, up front. I like the little washy outside of Park Cafe, by the way. I noticed that last night. I used it today. I didn't find any towels there. They were out. Speaking of being out, I'm gonna complain for a minute, but it's not the end of the world. Freestyle machine, right? Went up, got my cup. Freestyle machine was out of almost everything. I ended up with fruit punch high C. Hey, not gonna complain, I like fruit punch high C. So, yeah, did what I had to do. I think Amy and I, though, are looking for, food was really good. I had a little tuna melt, yeah.
It's like Cafe Promenade.
It's like Cafe Promenade in a way, but I had a salad, a make your own salad and all. It was good.
That was pleasant.
I think we're gonna do a little, maybe some nachos to wrap things up upstairs. I don't know. So, and I'm still looking for that soda. So, yeah, I know there's one up there. So, Park Cafe, nice little atmosphere. And speaking of washy, I totally didn't even notice it. The trellis bars here, right? And Amy and I, we've been through here a bunch of times and all, and tucked into the corner here, it's another little sink. Yeah, that's pretty nice in Central Park. So, yeah, you can wash up in a couple spots. Amy and I were walking up to get our nachos, and we were like, oh yeah, the mason jar. Everybody talks about the mason jar. So we thought we'd just stop by and take a look around and see how it looks and all that. I don't think we would actually do dinner here. Doesn't really suit me. I don't know, even though we're from the South, or currently live in the South, we're from the South. Yeah, mason jar. Here's the wet your whistle. We've seen some of these drinks look fairly interesting. I know I'm going over it pretty quick, but nice views. Look at these floor-to-ceiling windows. You have rocking chairs and floor-to-ceiling windows looking out over your destination. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know I've heard mixed things about mason jar. People either rave about it and they're like, wow, like that was awesome, right? Or heard a couple people say, it was okay, kind of. So for us, you know, we're content doing our own thing. We're just, you know, walking by, as I said, and we're like, oh, there's the mason jar. We'll look at it. And might as well just shoot the arcade. I may have walked through here on the first day, but the ship's still fairly empty right now. A lot of people still off in port, and you know, I figured we were walking over to El Loco's right around the corner, so I'd shoot this. It's a small arcade, but I don't even know if Tyler spent a bunch of time in here or not. You know, you've got skee-ball, a bunch of games, driving games, air hockey, that kind of stuff. So, yep. And here we are. There's pool deck back there. El Loco fresh. So, just kind of in the mood to chew on something else a little crispy. And hopefully they have those chips again today. And I gotta get my soda. Maybe I can get some soda. That's our view for post-lunch lunch, and this is post-lunch lunch as I'm calling it. Amy's got what, nachos you made?
Nachos.
Oh, jalapenos. That's the one thing I missed. I did actually a post-lunch lunch taco and some nachos, and I did get soda, although they were out of most selections. I did get cherry Coke, so I'll take that. That's a win. So all right, post-lunch lunch. So I just rode Ultimate Abyss solo because everybody's back in the room tired. It's like, what? So I went to the back deck, looked out over St. Maarten for a bit. Tyler wants to do Playmakers. So at some point I told him we'll do Playmakers. So yeah, but it's kind of nice. The ship's still pretty quiet, actually a lot quiet. People coming on board. We are, what is it? It's 4:15, so 5:30 is all aboard. So it's still pretty quiet. I think people are just tired from the day. But you know, that's when you think you're tired. No, that's when you got to dig deep and enjoy things, because strike when you have the opportunity, right? Yeah, I haven't seen the carousel going on in ages, but not that I'd do it. That's the scene at the Royal Promenade. I said people were tired, people are still out. It's pretty calm, pretty quiet. Schooner Bar's open, and we might have to come back here for trivia. 5 o'clock trivia every day. We had a blast doing that as a family. So I don't know, I'm gonna head up and try and get them out and about to do something here. So I picked up Tyler, and we actually hit a duck, and I'm so nervous about hiding the duck that I forgot to record us hiding the ducks, and he's gonna hide one. I figured I was walking by Flow Rider, I'd shoot Flow Rider for a second here. I still, it's on my agenda. I don't know, I still wanna say I did it. I keep saying that every vlog, every cruise. We'll see if I have the tenacity to do it. Is that the right word? Anyway, all right, Tyler wants to hide his duck somewhere near the abyss here, so we'll get him. He's got it in his pocket. Let's see. So Tyler and I walked by Playmakers, and I'm trying to shoot and play at the same time. I can get the ball. So, anyway, one of our Playmakers, we're playing a little cruise ball. This is the little area. I'm gonna let Tyler figure that out real quick. They have a pool and then some arcade games that are, you know, classics. Tyler and I played pool. We ran into Amy. She was doing trivia with Reagan. got another duck I gotta hide. I think I'm gonna hide him outside here and see if anybody finds him or not. So we'll see. But I feel like I keep not showing us hiding these ducks. I keep mentioning it. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Still on St. Martin. Should be leaving soon. Band's playing, all that. Ty wants to do the Abyss. Amy and I are gonna grab a little something. Probably do the Abyss and just chill. I still want to go to the pool. I love the pool in the evening. Just me. Alright, so I just did it. I just placed our cruise duck. You can probably see his reflection. One of them. There's one of them. We have a bunch more to place yet too. So we'll take care of that. Yeah, looks gorgeous evening. My goodness. Gosh. I want to move to the islands. I want to move to the islands. So Tyler did the Abyss again. We can't get enough of it. So we sent him down the Abyss. We're waiting for Reagan. Amy and I talked her into just chilling at the Wipeout Bar, the back of the ship. Look at this, nobody here, right? This is fantastic. Yeah. You got the advanced session of Flow Rider starting here, so it's kind of super chill, yeah. And then people, I was out here this afternoon just by myself chilling, just looking off the back. Nobody out here. It's great, great, great. And thus begins the pull away from St. Martin. Man, that was a good day.
Yeah,
like that was a real. I was just talking to Amy. I'm like, we've been to the Bahamas, like Nassau and St. Thomas, and not knocking any of those, man. I don't know what it was today. We just totally enjoyed it.
Yeah, just hit right.
Yeah, everything timing was right and everything worked out perfectly. But it was a great day. Yeah. Even getting back on the ship and all. But here's the view rolling out of St. Martin. Ah, gosh, I hope we see you soon. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but Amy pointed out there's a rainbow like right out there. I thought somebody like jumped overboard. She's like, "Oh my God, it's a rainbow!" I'm like, "What? What?" Yeah, it was kind of cool, but it was crazy. Oh yeah, you got a picture of it. It existed. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of neat, and there was no rain, so yeah. But it's neat sailing out. This is such a cool place to watch you sail away from, land as it goes away. So Amy and I sitting at the old Windjammer. The kids joining us as well. Not a bad selection, right?
No, very good.
Yeah, it's Caribbean night, and it was kind of like we didn't necessarily know if we wanted to sit through dinner in the main MDR again, main dining room. So we're saving that for tomorrow. We'll be back there tomorrow. But nice selection of stuff. Yeah, I'll walk around and show some of it. But yeah, not bad. My little plate of my usual go-to mashed potatoes, a little prosciutto. This is the second plate here. Found some chicken nuggets, focaccia bread, pasta, all that. So what I like to do is sample a lot of little stuff and then go up, sample, and then like be blown away. Oh, I found some fish on there too. So yeah, dinner at the Windjammer. So I kind of got call this the kids plate tonight. I couldn't pass it up. This is a open-faced pepperoni roll thing. The chicken nuggets, I will say, like I didn't come to dinner thinking I was going to eat chicken nuggets. They're outstanding. Like the breading's really good on it, and this fish is really good too. So I'm taking, again, little things and all, but I just shot this because of that right there. Like, come on, that's awesome. So Windjammer, just a really cool, chill vibe tonight. Like it's kind of easy going, not crowded at all. Amy just lost her shoe. I wonder if I got that. I might have got that on video.
Well, my shoe
yeah, your shoe falling off. But I'll show you some of the offerings tonight, if you will. We'll walk around real quick. And there's a little bar here. You can get bar and coffee stuff. So I actually got a glass of wine with dinner. Amy's picking up a little, what are you getting?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, guys are working hard. And it's just, again, I just bumped into a lady over here and it's like super chill. Now, granted, it's fairly late. It's not quite 9. It's about 20 till. But yeah, it's a nice time to be in Windjammer right now. No rush, all that. So anyway, we're gonna see what else is going on this evening. She's getting a cappuccino. I need to go check out a little shopping. There's a couple things I want to check out. So we're gonna do it. What is going on tonight? Amy and I just went to the room real quick and then back down the promenade. And like, there's nobody out and about. Like, it's scary, right? Like I had said earlier this week, it'd be great if there were like 1,000 less people on the ship, and it feels like there's 1,000 less people on the ship. Did St. Martin break people today? Seriously? Are people just, because there's no aqua show. There might be a theater show. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's refreshing.
I think it's gonna get loud later.
Ooh, loud, late crowd.
Is like all the dance parties.
Late crowd here.
So my guess is people are ramping up for that.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna go do some shopping here in the promenade here. It's I see a lot of people, or some people, but we're gonna do some shopping. Walking through the art gallery. The art gallery wraps around each side of Studio B and takes you over to the casino. Yeah, I know, Amy found, of all the, this is a crazy picture too, by the way. I don't even want to know what's going on in that picture. Darlington Raceway, a track that's too tough to tame. We've driven past it in vlogs before. Never been anywhere come to Casino Royale, which I don't know the rules. So I'm not going to shoot in here, I don't think, I've been yelled at enough on this cruise. Sir, no photography, please. So anyway, we're going to pop our heads in the casino. See, I don't know how our luck goes. Yeah, can't remember. We went into the smoke-free one, which it's not connected to this. They're like at opposite ends. It's small. But I guess it was nice. It was busy, very busy, very busy. A lot of people gambling. So we're gonna walk in here and we're gonna turn off the camera and then see how it goes. I see no signs that say no cameras. So I don't know. I just don't feel like getting yelled at again. All right, walking out of the main entrance of Casino Royale. I'm busted. I'm broke. I'm done. I'm walking out with 30 cents. That's off of $9. Amy, however, put in, what, $5?
$5 on my first spin.
On her first spin of $5, she put 5 in the machine. You got out.
What was it, a 25? No, what was it?
It doesn't matter what the bet was. The payout was $107 on first pull. Amy's like, I'm done.
Yep.
We're done.
Played my promotional credit, put $5 in to try and keep it going, and
that's it. She's good. Oh, we're flashing green. We're going up. We got to scope something out here, and then we'll check in one last time. So here we going up. So here we are outside deck 16. We came upstairs to scope out casitas because tomorrow we have to choose in the morning casitas. We have to get up early and choose our casita.
Yes.
Yeah.
First come, first serve.
Yeah. And little did we know, I guess we were inside. We had zero idea. I guess it rained. We were in the casino and we lost all track of time. Yeah, the deck is soaking wet. Kids are running around, sliding around on the deck like it's a slip and slide. I'm just waiting for blood to come gushing out at some point, but I guess you'll have that at, 11:30 at night. It's boys will be boys, as they say. Hey, great day, awesome. St. Martin, man, what can I say? It was just easy to get around. It was awesome. If you hadn't picked that up yet, if you made it this far, St. Martin was awesome. I loved it. So I want to say thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ask us any questions. I'll get back to you about what we experienced in St. Martin. But that kind of wraps up our day, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think wraps it up. So it was awesome. Looking forward to a couple more days on board. Stick around, tune back in, check out the next videos. Until then, we'll see you. Yeah, it is what you make it, right? And honestly, today was we could have made it really frustrating and whatnot because people were like, hey, we'll give you a ride and all this. We just kind of went with the flow. It is what you make it, so make it a good one, right? Make it a good one. All right, thank you for watching. See See you down the road.